Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi series here on the Lord Master channel, as our Doge, who is no longer possessed, by the way, Bernard the Ruthless. Still ruthless as ever. And quite recently, he committed a act what is considered in the council as tyranny. Yes, everybody's turned against him, because he done something tyrannical. And what is tyrannical? What kind of crime did he commit? What offended the nation of the Republic of Melfi to do such a tyrannical act? But I can tell you this, it wasn't murder, nor people dying in dungeons, but rather it was ransoming all the prisoners, which the council was against that, because everybody owes a favor to some malcontent, which there's two of them here, to say it's like, hey, we want to favor this guy, then they all turn against me. They're holding me down. But let's not get angry about it. Let us be rational about this. But to him, he will continue with his work as the council in a couple of months. They will no longer be discontent, and everybody will go back to normal, even though all the factions are hostile against me except for prosperity. So it would be wise to please with your spy master now. Let us work together for the common good of our people and all that. While I don't know if I'll live long enough to see if we could reach that legend progress bar to 100%, as I am 63 years old, and I predict I'll be 70 by then, once this is all said and done. Yeah, why not? If I'm lucky to live long enough, maybe I'll compose another book. You never know. I could put this one in prison. In fact, you're the real troublemaker here. But keep in mind, he holds the committee of Kenya and Herculean, so he holds Crete. So again, sooner or later, it's time for you to go to prison, because you're the one that's been causing a lot of turmoil around here. And I'm not afraid to hesitate to use my forces to put a stop to you. And prison. Okay, we got him. What say we put him immediately in this house? As I said, we put him in prison because he is hindering the progress. And he is the most troublemaking vassal there is. Not to mention we betrayed him better once. And he desires a few things, so therefore he's not to be reasoned with at all. And it's a good thing too. Right, what else can we do? Oh yes, we are currently where the heck is it? A claim pending here. We're trying to get a claim on Potenza for our expansion to there. Yes, I'm the one who's gonna set this idea of uniting all of southern Italy. And including Sicily as well. We have plans for southern Italian unity and solidarity, as we've been divided for, you know, almost 300 years to this playthrough. And so Bernard will be the forerunner of the regionalism for southern Italy. And that good fight will continue under son Garibaldi when he grows up. Because I can imagine him. He's going to be great one day. And he will be a unifying figure. And maybe one day we can form together. Yes, one day form together as Sicily. That's what will happen one day. Whether they like it or not. I've heard about other races of one eyes, or three. They live in the far corners of the world in savage and barbaric clans. Why do we have two eyes now that I think about it? Actually, that reminds me. Well, before we do that. Yeah, sure. You can recruit here. We have a private ship here, but we need more galleys to make it a naval arsenal. This naval arsenal is located in the capital, but it's completely owned by this dynasty, which is reserved for all the use of it for itself. It is a huge complex that has everything needed to assemble and man an entire fleet. Something we never thought of before. Oh, that takes way too long. Claim unfolds. My plan to forge a claim in a foreign province was successful thanks to a variety of factors. My possible high learning skill, events have a long way, even luck, all influence this positive outcome. Well, I got it now. There you have it. Thank you very much. I don't think I've seen you before. Oh, I'm used to him wearing a military uniform, but not something like that. Now we need to get rid of this guy. Because one thing I do not want to be is a truce breaker. As well as having a huge loss of prestige. Opava, that's up in Bohemia. Trying to fight back this sleepiness. Okay. Need to get rid of him. In a month's time. One, two, three, 4, 5. Just trying to remind myself. Good to see that there's more new recruits. There's 20 members, mostly Longobards. that I invited him in. Alright, Garibaldi, you'll take struggle. Again, named him as heir because he's a legitimate son. And he may pick up largely good genetic traits from me because I'm a genius and I'm attractive. And wife is strong, quick, attractive, and tall. So he might pick up largely good traits, I hope. Alright, let's head over to build a spy network. Because you got nothing better to do. Heir to the Count de Stettin. Okay. Once you do not have titles to claim. You're mostly virtuous. Ah. What happened? Hey, what's that? Oh, revoking a title. Casemiro. Just lay down. Oh boy. I just had a long night, alright? Well, I gotta do something about you. Since you are not gonna contribute much and one day you'll be Cilicia and Thessalonica united? No. Give me somebody better. A better one. Got it right there. There's Nubia. If you want to have children of your own to continue on with the generations of people. Oh, that's an interesting choice. Perceptive, left-handed, strong. How about you have her? Interesting choice. I know. And I'll pay the price too. Kinsman and some. Maybe slow and you're strong, you're gonna be given a martial education. Because that's the only thing you're likely gonna be good at. Take it! Come on. Slapping myself. Unless something exciting happens. A special acquaintance. Recently my chancellor approached me with an idea of his own. As a matter of stand, she proposed to establish a solid link between one of her best acquaintances and myself, establishing a lasting alliance between our houses. Waldelinde is fully invested in making this work, and I know I refuse to be in for disappointment. The Duke of Savoy and Prince of the Holy Roman Empire. You got it. Give it a try. Oh, good, it's my marshal. We once fought each other. Let's do it for honor. Take it easy on me. I'm an old man, and I'll take it easy on you because you are wounded. This will up it. As the duel begins, he comes at me slowly, and I offer him my best taunting smile. It does not take long before I've seen the tear a severe gash across his hand. Walk away victorious. Good, we got another man in the College of Cardinals. Pretty much tells you how large of an influence that we have from Amalfi to papacy. Next challenge. Guaranteed. Possibility Alliance. The efforts of my chancellor were great during last year in order to establish alliance between my house and Hombre Altening Valdivia. As destiny would have it, only the great meeting for me and a lasting bond was established. Long live our alliance with Savoy for 10 years.
Here we go. He's clinically insane.
Any takers? On an official trip, I am passing by one of the villages in my realm. As I leave the borders of the village, something odd by the bush, and together with my entourage go to investigate. To my shock, it is the corpse of a haggard-looking old man in rags. I demanded explanations of the villagers, who said he was a local town beggar who just passed away. Hold on. Excuse me. Very well. I see, very well. It's none of my concern. Carry on. I've seen a lot of dead people in my life, and I don't really care about one right now. I simply cannot bear the sight of my son Anastasio, with his perfect body and happy life. After seeing how much he cares about keeping a balanced diet, I start to wonder if I can learn just a few well-placed words. That's my son. This is too petty even for me. He lives a warrior's life. He could be fat or skinny, or no cow. I found him off the street, and I chose that he will not rule the Republic. I've been informed he spent his days laying comatose in bed. Oh, you mean he's resting, because he's stressed, I see. Does that mean he's inactive? Crud. You take charge. Help out with that. I do not want to go personally murder the character. Blast him. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna frame him. Where are you hiding from? Oh my goodness. They killed my son. Well, he wasn't technically my son, but we found him then. Damn. But at least I got those artifacts back. Clean the star chart. No, better things to do. We're gonna frame him so people will turn against him, and it'll be much easier to assassinate him whenever he comes out of hiding. I've noticed lately at the edge of my residence a large clump of wood is growing on the ground. They say this herb wards off evil spirits and repels venomous snakes. Yeah, we had a venomous snake recently. It killed my son, who is not my real son. So this is encouraging and auspicious signs. For us Christians particularly, because its leaves grows in threes and reminds us of the Holy Trinity. Protect that area and have my servants care for it. It sounds odd, I know. You've been framed! Now everybody hates you. Now come out of there, you coward. You see, the public's turned against you. If you don't come out of hiding, you know I will. I'm gonna come out of there and kill you myself, but the problem is, it's gonna give me some pretty bad traits. Traits that could possibly be beneficial to the warrior lodge, especially the cruel part. But if I do become cruel, then that makes me a better fighter. Could that be the same for envious? And whatever traits that you may have. Oh, and don't forget arbitrary too. But your intrigue skill and your combat skill is very, very good, so you'll be fine. Because I want that Prince Bishopric area. And if we could get it, we don't need a theocracy vassal. It should be feudal, as it was back in the olden days. I am giving you one more year. If you don't come out of hiding, I will. Wait, my lord, an opportunity has arisen in your plot to rid yourself of Duke Pancratius Longbottom. One of the agents has befriended one of the guards who has access to the hiding place. How shall I proceed, my lord? Well, pay the guard to kill him. We don't need to hire a bunch of them. Don't want to spend too much. Oh no. Seems that the guard we bribed failed to kill him. This isn't good. Well, at least I don't have to take part in the drinking contest, but I will oversee it. Okay, you're not treating me well, so... Hang on. God, dog it. Give me a core position I could trust. Do not worry. Infection. Well, here's some money as a gift. A duel for honor. Oh God, you wounded me. I told you to take it easy on an old man such as myself. Don't you know I'm getting sicker and sicker? Taking up a hunting focus. Were you impregnated by him? He needs confidence. Should be an easy match. Of course. Oh God, I have cancer. Nothing you can do about the cancer. But as long as you know what you're doing. You do not want to lose a body part. Ill treatment. You've killed me. What you need is an unction. You know it takes a miracle, right? Cured of all illness and wounds. Sure, you can name it after me. Just hope that I recover from my wound. I really don't care what's going on now. I'm not going to achieve this. Got all this for now. You're getting very close too. Summon a couple of more lodge commanders, so there'll be more activities. While I'll continue with the hunting focus. Until I recover from being wounded. I did not want it like that. I just need a better treatment, that's all. Now I'm grievously scarred. Give me a better treatment. Now this time, you got me successful treatment. Now I actually feel better. Oh God, an imbecile for a kinswoman. Can only give you learning. I'm not gonna let this cancer take me down. Trouble brewing. Take advantage of a quiet stroll along the walls of my main keep. My spy master broached the subject of my security and rumors for spies reporting. Seems that certain unknown individuals are planning my demise to pay back for one of the mortal victims of my rule. As things stand, I'm supposed to decide on this matter. Disregard the warning. I'm disregarding that warning. Who in the right mind would want to get me? While we're trying to get rid of this man. What you're now afraid of made him look bad. If anybody else wants in, they may be free to do so. Friend? Big increase. Just universities for our secondary residences. I was making my way through a local town market when I felt something was watching me. I looked around and saw nothing. Yet I could not shake off the feeling. My concerned God's daughter may be sent to the assassin. A passing holy man noticed my anxiety. He told me critically, "Ah, a ghost seems attached to you. Don't worry, it is a gentle spirit who means no harm, who is more curious and playful than anything. It might even help you out, and will leave you alone once its curiosity has been sated." He disappeared across the market, questioning for a friendly ghost. Really? They say a friendly and playful spirit attaches character, following them around sacred to help in various tasks. Mere superstition or the truth, it's hard to say. Pay up. Has to. Oh boy. "8 years old and is already a skilled fighter. There is something special about Garibald." Garibald is destined for something. Don't make me commit murder. Oh my goodness, they took Egypt back. Well, not exactly all of Egypt, but a good part of it. That's the Egypt they wanted. Pretty much tells you that they're not gonna lie down and go away. No. Find someone more qualified. Like him. 66 years old and I have cancer. %. It's been informed that Garibaldi Urso learns every subject at a fast pace and beats friends and in games with ease. He is bright. Well, he doesn't have to be a genius or quick, but bright is a good start. As I said, he's destined for greatness. Cannot believe that Garibaldi is my only living son. Please stop right now. There'll be no killings around here. No, you want to take revenge against him. A possible split. The adversity has occurred in the displeasure of the Pope due to the rector's behavior. A faction within the university has decided to leave its six-foot foundation to a more agreeable center. Their leaders now seeks in support. That happened in Oxford. Let's see if they make it. A White Stag. And lately I've heard persistent rumors from peasants and travelers in the wilds that a strange mythical beast has been sighted in my realm. It's a White Stag, powerful and elusive. The common folk claim it comes from another world and that the hunter who claims it will be imbued with divine power. Gotta send people to find it. Even if I have cancer, you gotta find this thing. He's gone. What happened? Murdered by his own wife. Guess framing did work. They beat me to it. Good. Let's get him. Claim Melfi. Oh, and by the way, he's a Longobard. So now you see these old Italian sounding names back. Melfi, Andrea, Conversano, Gravina, the names of the team, Taranto, and Lecce. And of course, from Longobardia to Apulia. We don't need Savoy. We're here to take Melfi. Prince Bishop of Melfi, well, this man who may be attractive, but he's an imbecile and he's a wicked priest. He's gonna be ousted. The land is mine. Monte Sant'Angelo and Capua will be coming with us. Meet up over here. No need for that. Those who are stranded will be stand down. I don't think we need that many. Because we're against weaker forces. Totally forgot about that retinue. Should get ships. Yeah, that's enough for all of you. Stay put. Gonna go pick you up and we're gonna send them to there to join up with the retinue. Oh no, you do not want to do that. You already have cancer. Should probably sleep on this. And I highly doubt I may even finish that book. Rebel faction pushed back. The Pope abbreviated that the faction may not found a new school. The rebellious professors have accepted to stand down for the time being. Young people these days, yeah. Those youngsters. But regardless, a new university has been founded. The magnificent rector Madudan of the University of Cambridge has attained enough support from the rulers and the Pope to found a university. So the Pope says, it's like, oh, those are rebelled. It's like the rebelled from the University of Oxford. We say, no, we don't want that university. We want this new university in Cambridge. Odd, isn't it? If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down fighting. Sure, but don't patronize me. Melfi has 4 holdings, including 2 baronies. So it makes it a pretty defensible place for hilly territory. That's why I've always thought that Melfi is pretty important territory. Because it's at the center of southern Italy. Unless you want to count, like, oh, I don't know. If you're looking for strategic territory-wise, guess I would say yeah, but you also have the coastal mountains of Gravina there. So we'll have to take this holding, and we're gonna go fight against the army. Alright, we're friends then. Alright, this retinue is here. Hey, wait a minute. This retinue's got horse archers. Those are actually cataphracts. That used to be a Greek retinue. Okay, it can join up with us. We do not typically get horse archers around here, but every little bit helps. And after this war, we'll have a duel for honor together. But please take it easy on me, because I have cancer. Can't afford to get wounded anymore. Look at you, renowned commander. Grand old man. Yeah. Ah. As I said, it would take a big miracle to get rid of cancer. A 1% chance of that happening. And it didn't, so... It would be the miracle of miracles. That's one holding down now. Let's engage the enemy. I may be 67 years old, but I have the Guardian, I have the Crusader blood, I'm the hero, been in a couple of duels. And I have a handgun. Legendary commander as well. And grievously scarred. And by the way, grievously scarred also adds up to your renown gain. You're almost there. And it's not going to be until next March of 1166. I gotta switch this back to a war focus. I am risking my life for this upcoming legendary journey. And all that. We're going across the river and fighting in farmland territories of Monte San Angelo. Oh, by the way, get back here. There'll be no discredit here. And what else? What else? Good relations we have, but however, we don't know the next patrician. Who's the next there? In fact, you can look that up. Here's your patricians. Heir to the Republic of Ubivino. Which that man's got so much money, it might as well be considered FU money. But he's all sold, huh? You have to come back for the next generation, because I can imagine having an alliance with the Republic of Urbino, which could be the catalyst for the possible downfall of the papal state control of the majority of central Italy, even parts of southern Italy. Because one day, they need to be reduced. Even though they would excommunicate us for this, but no. It's just the geopolitics of Italy must change for the better. And I may be an old man, but Garibaldi, one day, when he rules the Republic of Amalfi, he will also one day unite all of the South. And I'm going to be its forerunner. Now let's get moving. Good to hear. Herbalists. Alright, we've heard him bad now. Get back up there now. Gotta take out these two baronies. It's a rebellious province. I was preparing to dress in the morning when the new valet entered the bedroom with my most striking attire folded in his arms. Bowing deferentially, the man approached, his right hand searching for inside my clothes since the danger took over me. Smiling warmly, I give a step forward, because I ain't craven. Plus my very high combat skill makes me think so. I become brave. All happened far too quickly. My personal bodyguard came crashing into the bedroom, the valet drawing a stiletto, and my instinct telling me to throw an expensive jar into the valet's head. In the end, the assassin was finished with a sword through the base of his skull. I grabbed my luxurious garments, now stained with blood. So that was an assassination attempt. And I just picked up the brave trait. Hope I can keep it, because I'm going to need that. Wow. I lost whatever trait it was, but... let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I forgot what trait I lost, but I don't care. I'm happy that I have brave. So this helps me with my combat skill. He's wounded and resting. You want money with that? We'll talk one day when you come back. A pirate vassal. Let's turn a blind eye on this one. He's a good man. You may never know, he'll be a pirate lord and become pope one day. If they're willing to vote for him. 86%. Getting closer. End of the Babylonian Academy. The combination of an intolerant ruler and disagreements between the Talmudic scholars has brought the academy low. It no longer holds the authority it once did, and wise men no longer congregate beneath its roof. How the mighty have fallen. Yes, the Babylonian Academy, which is a which is a university for Jews only, and it's based in Baghdad. You know, also the home of the House of Worship, and also the home of the seat of the Patriarch of the East, of the Nestorian Christian faith. Thank you very much. Thank goodness I didn't have to murder anybody. But somebody tried to murder me. Took this one barony. This one's gonna be less fortified, but we just need Avigilano and Melfi. But another big battle will do. Just amp up more of the war score. Up you go. Come on in. It's culture events this time. Spend little. And the legalism as well. You do need popular customs, as you are a merchant republic. Or better yet, nobles, because you plan on creating more feudal vassals, such as one for Benevento and another in Puglia when it's united with us. So I think it would be wise to do so. How good are you? Not as good, but you'll do for the time being. Because Jewish councils give you nice bonuses when you have them for keeps. Sir. $87. We'll have a do-over on her to get her as soon as it all ends. Now Melfi is next. Welcome. How many members do we have? 23. Ah! I was about to say, where the hell these guys come from? Silver mine in Amalfi can no longer sustain itself. But nevertheless, 100% war score, so the city of Melfi will be spanned. Oh my goodness. They inherited that. Capua was inherited. That was our tributary. Oh, that's what happened. It was considered a betrayal, and those forces who were with Kapua fought against us, and we defeated them. So land is split between them. And it's going to be split much further since this is landlocked territory, and there's no way he can hold all that. But nevertheless, we will gain the Prince Bishopric of Melfi. All belongs to that bishop, which by all rights he shouldn't be holding that. I will give you the community of Melfi, but however, yeah, you're not going to be bishop anymore. Again, all these gains will be going to him. Melfi will be yours. You're not going to be the theocracy vassal. You will remain feudal. And yes, this is a wrong holding type for you. And nobody seems to mind that much. Throw him the oubliette, wait till he dies. And then he takes it over, but will it turn it feudal? Or not? Under his watch. And will you please have children? Too much land for you. Right. It's time for a duel for honor. It's getting very, very close. Take it easy on me. Right. I swing my wooden sword with increased enthusiasm when it's over. He's on the ground, his face growing right embarrassment. I shrug, smiling at the crowd and at my opponent. My duel experience continues to increase. Egypt, I'll consider. Good news, my lord. We have received credible reports of a recent sighting of the great White Stag in the county of Monte San Angelo. I'll saddle my horse. Monte San Angelo. Coming across your territory. You got a White Stag over there. Think. You're 68 years old and you're gonna... It's turning 69 this year. Good lord. How is cancer not taking you is beyond me. I fear that that this one who is currently imprisoned is going to be the next Doge of the great Republic of Amalfi. Not to mention possessed. But he needs to be rid of. That's why we put him in the oubliette also. Some people are just too dangerous to be left alive. Actually, I might have to perform a war sacrifice to strengthen my resolve in battle, in case of something like that may occur in future. Keep that well in mind. Actually, hold that right there. Hold that thought. Put these two back in the dungeon. Don't kill them. Because sometimes a war sacrifice and the word sacrifice keyword could mean that, well, there might be a human sacrifice coming up in the future. Do it when the percentage of it gets really close. May never know what kind of benefits it'll give you, so keep an eye on the progress bar. Don't take that hunting focus off yet. I've gathered my followers and my hunting dogs. I've saddled my horse and prepared my weapons. I'm ready to set out to hunt for the great White Stag, which is allegedly in Monte San Angelo, despite the fact that it's a volatile and rebellious province. An epic hunt it shall be. Hey, I rule around here. I spent weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of my prey, but to no avail. However, I find I rather enjoy being out in the wilds. All this daily physical activity makes me feel stronger. Even though it's only a 20% chance of that happening, it's not like I'm going to really get it. And if I did, I'd be extremely happy. That means I'd be more healthier and more combat skill. Choose a business focus. It's been a while. Let me have a look. Well, the chestnut farms of Scala will do. I return to my court. The hunt for this elusive beast seems fruitless. But there's many more things out there in the wilds. Maybe next time I'll catch my prey. I won't give up. Oh gosh. While overseeing a particularly important shipment of stolen goods abroad, my smugglers were ambushed and my spies fight for his life. Unfortunately, the whole cargo was lost. Those are the dangers of bold operations. He just got wounded for that. I know it's stalled, but someone's got to do something. Church wants to organize a miracle play for our local saint in the domain. Saint's field should fall on our shoulders to pay for. Oh, it is for the glory of God. Beat that. Glad we had to create this mercenary band, so there'll be more Slavic pagan members, which is the only way to ensure for them to join the warrior lodge. But wait until we get closer. Hey, wait. Just remembered something. When is my next treatment? Oh, 2 years. Oh, don't worry. I'll be around in 2 years. 69 years old. Be turning 70 next year. My God. How does this man even live? He doesn't even have... Oh, wait. Okay, look, here's the factors. Cancer. That's -3 health, right? Do the math here. So here's 0.50. Here's +1. Okay, so this is +2. And you got your hunting focus, which is +1. Actually, this cancels out the health effects of the cancer. What the hell are you worried about? Well, when it's time to go on a journey, be sure to switch back that war focus for a small additional personal combat skills, because it's going to deteriorate again once I turn 70. And I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can, but if I die, then... oh well, then I die. I'm not talking about the cancer, I mean... what's about to come. Some of you people have seen my past series of something like this. And for those that haven't, well, you're in for a treat. I'm gonna recruit here. Because I don't like it when it's stalled like that. That means nobody's doing anything. No drinking contests, no fighting, no arm wrestling. Thessalonica. Alliance for 5 years. You got it. Okay, when it reaches to 900, get 2 more Warrior Lodge members in here. Because there needs to be more activities when you have more members. Tall duelist. Not as good duelist. Great. You are just what Italia needs. And I'm saving that war sacrifice once it gets up to the progress, like, say, 95. Crud. Died of dysentery. Guard my stuff. 1 for very high stewardship will do. Beat that. One more time. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But everybody's voting for a man who's from the Papal States, and we're trying to, you know, stack the Cardinals, stack the college. There you go. You may have a Longobards column now, right now, but still, pretty much tells you how much sway and influence I have on the College of Cardinals to get what I want, such as requesting claims and all that. But at this late in life, I'm not interested in expansion anymore. I let that go to my son. He'll do the honor. Still no children, have you? Take your time. As I said, one day we'll reintroduce Longobards culture into these lands. Drive out the Greek element once and for all. Or possibly have a melting pot between Longobards and Greek and may form something new in the future, but we never know. I can't tell. No, anyways. Come on. Do something. 91%. Okay. Somebody's doing something. What if it's missions or some sort of low activity? Another saint. The third saint for this playthrough. Blessed Eudiano was a true exemplar of the Christian faith, living a pious and moderate life. In a grand announcement, Pope Sylvester V has decided to canonize Duke Eugenio, the spark of God. Many tales are told about Satan and the feats he did in life. Shortly leaving after Mass, a healing was brought forth from his hands while praying for a leper, healing the man instantly. The saint's shrine has become a popular gathering place for sick Christians praying the miracle. It is a great honor for the family of the blessed saint. We all aspire to become as pious as him. Blessed be his name. He was the Grand Mayor of Brabir and Canine, a man of Dalmatian origin. He was also from Zadar as well. So he's from Dalmatia. He was a veteran crusader, a paragon of virtue, skilled diplomat. He was kind, tempered, zealous, charitable, patient. A good man all the way. And his bloodline, known for his charitable nature and having warm hands. Wow, that's powerful. Damage against religious enemies, and zealots periodically join wars against heathens. But here's one problem. He left no descendants. He was just a mayor. A mayor who happened to be a nice guy in his city. He was based in Brabir, based on his primary title. Oh hell. Doge Livos. Giving him what he wants. 93. It's close. Huh. What? Oh, it's the captain. My men and I have had trouble finding a battlefield where our expertise could be employed for payment of gold. Unfortunately, our rations are now running low, therefore I request additional funding to keep the men from starving. I'll cover the cost for extra rations. Duel for honor gets my best friend. Garibald. My boy. I doubt you'll be around long. I doubt that you will grow up to be in the University of Bologna when you turn 16, but be ready because two things. For God's sakes, please take it easy on me because you're the hero now, and I have cancer. Gotcha. Again. Thank you very much. Yes, I know. Garibald. Now it's time to introduce you to the realm. You may be bright, but there's still more to learn. There's still more to learn. Let's see. Where are we now? 95. It's time for a war sacrifice. Perform a ritual sacrifice to the patron deities of the champions of Perun to strengthen my resolve in battle. Perform a sacrifice to receive the favors of the gods. Well, what god to be exact? Though I follow the teachings of God, given to the old gods, their due might help me in the coming wars. Their violent nature fits well for my need of fierceness and savagery. I will immolate one of my most prized specimens for my livestock. Oh, this doesn't help me at all, but instead it gives me more morale damage, morale of armies, siege speed, defense, and movement speed. Oh, okay, this will do. A couple of warriors helped me constrain the majestic offering while I've personally picked from my livestock for this occasion. While a priest chants, I plunge a sacrificial dagger deep into the beast's flesh. Letting its blood shower over my face, I turn around and the priest inscribe a few holy symbols on my face with blood and dirt. May this sacrifice bring me fortune. So he's offered a price for his life like the gods. Hoping to receive the divine favor in battle. And luck, one would think. Thank you. Keep your eyes open. Prepare to get your ass kicked. Anything to get about it. Please. So he gave you a favor and you decide you want me to enforce realm peace. Alright, fair enough. There'll be no fighting in my realm. No fighting in the Republic of Amalfi. None of that. Let's be at peace. Let's hope for only good things. He picked up one marshal. Somewhat surprisingly, Lupus announced that he's marrying a wealthy merchant family in Amalfi. Though the family's little influence in the Republic, he is quite wealthy in this girl. This might explain his willingness to overlook girls' unique features. Well, of course, because you married an ugly woman. I'll support this crusade. 1 second. Also, you're going back to the oubliette. And we'll borrow money from the Jewish merchants and we'll pay it back at a later time. Which will be soon. In fact. 97. Garibaldi Urso is fair. That's a good starting path for him. Alright, he's bright and he's attractive. While having a pleasant conversation, I'm suddenly interrupted by an infernal ruckus. Upon further investigation, it seems Garibaldi's got in a fight with one of my younger visiting vessels. I tear the two apart, and it's obvious that Garibaldi and Doge Urso will not be friends after this encounter. Yeah, it's just say, I'm smarter than you. Oh, yeah. You know, it's one of those little silly things. Come on. Do something, you people. He lost the intrigue a bit. Oh dear. And you've insulted his ancestors, if he has any ancestors. Alright, now pay him back. There you go. Come on. Tonight, I'll be conducting a business deal with one of my new contacts. But I'm feeling uneasy as if my religious convictions are getting in the way. If I go through with this deal, I might be committing a grave sin. If I don't, I'll lose the money I put in this deal already. Reject or cancel the deal. I can't do this. I ain't no skinny kitty. Come on! People! Do something! Can't wait any longer. Did what I could for you. Well, I'm mostly a virtuous person. I don't have any sins in me. I mean, I could be a saint if I want to, but at a later time. And my next cancer treatment will be coming next September. Keep that well in mind. Yipe, what's the matter with you? All the natural resources are going away. Good luck to your war for Egypt. I ain't coming over there. I got something better to do. $1168. This is going to be the year of the legend of Bernard the Ruthless, the composer of the Bernardiad. Garibaldi spends all day playing the dirt and never seems to care about his own looks, not even during formal occasions, when a proper decor would be expected from a boy of his stature. Should focus on teaching him bravery. Instead, he became uncouth. But he's still physically attractive, so that ain't gonna stop him. I used to be groomed, but then I got old, and I live a warrior's life and all that. Yeah, only because he's got nothing better to do. 98. A great white stag in the county of Gerazzi. Where is Gerazzi? Gerazzi. It's an Italian sounding place. What? Where? Oh, do I have to? I typically do this when I play U4. Gerazzi. Comune of Gerazzi. Oh, down there in Sicily. Well, saddle my horse. Well, get on the boat, sail to there, and then you get on your horse. You get on your high horse. But remember, September. You have to get your treatment. We recruited one guy, so that means there's a chance that we can get this activity going. Come on, somebody do something. I have fallen to the temptation of slothfulness. There are things I've been neglected in my castle, things that should have been done, but I've postponed them. May God have mercy on my soul for what I'm about to get into. This time, it will not escape me. Today I am in town and paying a visit to someone. I overheard an elderly gentleman saying, "The security in Amalfi is terrible. Shameful, that's what it is." And he continues to criticize my guards and my decisions in regard to the protected region without noticing that I'm right there. Just ignore him, because I got a lot of things on my mind, alright? Because he's a Jew, isn't he? There'll be no killings in this court. Call the priest to receive a holy unction. 1% chance of a miracle. And still no. During my hunt, I've come to a deep gorge. A deep gorge in Sicily? Well, it has hills, so it's possible. Right on the other side is the White Stag staring at me. I'm so close, yet cannot reach it. As it runs away, you realize it must return home without a victory this time. I'm sure I'll catch it someday. Even if I live to 100, I'll catch that White Stag. Yeah, sure. I'm drunk. Come on. I am tapping on this table. Come on, do something. 99! 100! For the champions of Perun, I proclaim, raising my glass. The cheers around the table are boisterous, and the air hangs heavy with anticipation. There is nothing left to conquer. Someone laughs, raising eyebrow conspiracy. Audio members, have you ever been to the Western Protectorate? Western Protectorate? Are you talking about China itself? Yes. That one. You wouldn't want to do that now, would you? But you know what? I'm going to keep this hunting focus on. It's for health reasons. I believe I am confident enough regarding my personal combat skill. Capital idea, Ajo. Let us seek out fighters in the Western Protectorate. A group of heroes begin preparing for the journey into the realm of Protector General Han Wan for blood and glory. And I'm about to turn 71 next month. To bolster his confidence for our venture into the Western Protectorate, I'm showing Ajo around my trophy room. You are a collector of skulls then, Ryan comments before interrupting himself. Oh, but this one make a fine chalice. Oh, are you talking about this old skull trophy? Originally, it belonged to the head of Atta ibn Abd al-Malik, which was, you know, killed by the Doge Cosmos of Siet, a Greek Doge of Siet. And it passed down from generation to generation unto me. So I'm not really a collector of skull, it was inherited. I'll have someone fashion a cup out of one of these. Here it is, the skull cup. Rather ornate, this drinking cup is clearly made of unusual material. Once a modest trophy, one might notice the bone of a skull finely polished, set in a sturdy fixture, and decorated with precious stones. People who are cruel will look at me a bit highly. Or if I'm cruel, they'd look at me more highly. I don't know how that works. Just turned 71. And I'm expected to get my cancer treatment very soon. As long as you know what you're doing. The red powder was tantalizing in color. The servant made a mistake of tasting its pure form. His tongue had swollen up badly, and Godahog chastised him for it. He poured the spice in a chalice of water and stirred meticulously before feeding me a spoonful. I feel better? Oh, thank you very much. There, you're good to go on your cancer treatment. The time has come for us to move into enemy territory. Ajo and I are toasting once more to the Chairman's Perun. We shall find their most experienced warriors and show them what it means to be Longobard, I declare. Everyone shall know our name, he agrees, slamming his fist into the table. Yeah. Make progress or make great progress. Yes, together we are stronger. Because you're my best friend. You're a brawny, formidable fighter. You're probably the second best fighter out of all of us. Because he himself, he's pretty decent. My daughter, she's more into intrigue, so she's more of a silent, sneaky type. And also a drunk. Which is a shame. That's why they call you the Bellower. And that's why they call me the Ruthless. And what else they call you? The Merciless? And she doesn't have a nickname yet. Let's go. And you know, it is a long way from Amalfi to all the way to the Western Protectorate over there, beyond these walls. Yeah, just beyond there. So, harvest dawn. I emerged from my residence early in the morning to travel to an important noble's residence some distance from here. Along the way, the sun slowly crept upwards the sky. I passed by several villages. Peasants scattered themselves in the fields, working with their crops. They always stopped to pay their respects to me. Good to see all is in order. Here it is. Walking into the streets of the village in Lake Volvi, the locals seemed eager to point out how foreign I am. They clearly had never seen a man like me before. While some are adoring my armor and confident stride, it does not take long before I encounter open hostility. Go home, one-man box. Oh, hell. This man is tall, skilled fighter, strong, and a duelist. And he's been in a few fights himself. You got something you want to say to me? You want to say that to my face? Let's fight. I draw my weapon without hesitation. The crowd scatters around us, and my opponent and I falls into circling one another. The ensuing fight is even more than I care to admit. At the end, I'm sending a quiet prayer to the god as I take in the cheers of our audience, and I slam my weapon against his head. I just got wounded. Swollen wrist. I got him, but this is going to be a bit of a handicap. That's one. Having turned in for the night, I find myself wide awake listening to the snoring of Agil. As I'm about to get up and do something about my irritation, I hear rustling in the bushes. Before I could get up to my feet, I find a lad leaning over me, eyeing me suspiciously, a weapon aimed in my throat. Got to one. A hunter, brawny, skilled fighter, and he's left-handed. You've come armed, I see. How about we do this one-on-one? I may be wounded, but I ain't gonna go down. So I challenged the scout to a duel, and the two of me faced on a moonlit field. As soon as we camp out of earshot, my opponent draws his weapon. Wind moves over the moonlit meadow. The grass bending in waves cause it to look like it's the ground itself breathing under our feet. This is too easy, I remember. Then I shoot him straight in the chest. I shoot him! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't use my Longobarд sword or spear, axe, scimitar, nor mace. I used none other than this handgun. And I got a black eye in addition to, it's like, yeah, I'm still wounded, but it's like, yeah, I got a swollen wrist, but now I took a black eye. And he's like, oh yeah? And then, bam! One would think. Again, it's not a pistol. This is just only a thin metal barrel. This is long before, you know, the lock and stock was become a thing. All you have is the barrel. Another victorious match. Having spent the evening drinking and talking around the campfire with my childhood companions, I finally bid him good night. On my way back to my sleeping spot, I paused nearby, leaning against a rock. A man is tending to nature's call. An enemy, I yell, more surprised than alarmed. Strong duelist. I still got what it takes. Oh, excellent! I will do it with this one. A bit under the influence. A battle stance comes naturally to me. My opponent staggers backwards, surprised, almost trip over to the rock. Before he has time to catch up, I pull the trigger. Firing my last bullet, it finds his temple. Oh my god! He's actually shooting people. And I, once again, got wounded still. You still have the wounded trait. It's not going to make it any worse. So it's like, yeah, you hit me. But apparently... Thank God for Italian innovation. This weapon's over 100 years old, but it says thin metal barrel, but it never said anything about a trigger. The trigger is a lit fuse. Like, you just got lit the fuse, you stick in a little hole in where the gunpowder is and explosive black powder, then boom. But apparently, Doge Bernard, the philosopher, the man who invented this handgun, yeah, we're talking about him. Long dead ancestor. Who, you know what that man was like? Apparently he invented a trigger in addition to the thin metal barrel. Didn't know. Oh, wait a minute. If it's a trigger, that means he also invented a lock. So you got a lock and a barrel, but no stock. So that's what it's saying here. Yeah. Man, Doge Bernard is probably the greatest character I've played for this series, but it's not over yet. I shot him in the head. Rumors of my adventures have been spreading here in the Western Protectorate, and I received a personal invite from the Protector General himself, Han Wan, to appear at his court. To the brute Bernard, if you insist in causing trouble like this, you will fight someone I choose, the pomper messenger reads. They call him Smokey the Lion. I am not afraid I will do any of his champions. I accept as the messenger snickers. A brute gets to fight a brute, a Protector General Han Wan proclaims, just to a stage where, that's a bear, I say, clearly less alarmed than expected. I fought bears before. I continue picking up my handgun. The creature wars while ensuing fight takes time. The monster soon lies at my feet. You know, I shot him. A Taoist bear, who happens to be a hunter. And he's got a pet cat too. Can you imagine a bear like him with a cat companion? And I didn't get wounded this time. This time, no scratches on me, as I shot that bastard bear. Wow. I hunted an eagle before, and I shot that one too. I've been following a rumor, trying to track down what's supposed to be the most feared fighter in all of the Western Protectorate of China. A deadly fencer, I'm told. You'll go to your death, innkeeper warns. Yet, when he's pointed out to me, I find myself face to face with a hunched elderly man, spying me suspiciously. Strong duelist, formidable fighter, left-handed brawny. Oh my goodness, the world's strongest man. I will not go easy on you just because you're old. The man throws off his cowl, accepting my challenge. As the man unclasps his cloak, I gasp beneath the disguise of a poor, withered elder is an athletic and statuesque person, donned in defensible armor. He lashes out at me with a silvery sword, and I will scream in surprise. When it's over, I am bloody and out of breath. Yeah, I got wounded. Shot that man too. The blood of the legend. Upon my return to Amalfi, warriors and commoners alike are swooned when they see me. One woman actually faints as I ride by with my entourage. The whole city has been dressed with celebratory banners, and my kinsman Grotzoff, despite our differences. He greets me with a smile. The bards will sing of your accomplishments for generations to come. They say you took down an enemy of 100 men, and wild tigers? You mean a bear? We received news that Soviet had taken captive, and the man's words trail off as he composes. My lord, welcome home. From deeper into the city, the champions of Perun are singing song of battle. Its melody invited me to celebration. For every Longobard! Now, I will be known as the founder of the bloodline. 500 prestige, and you'll be a renowned hero. General opinion increased. Morale of armies up. Thank God. Here it is. Canine blood. A highly respected warrior within this society. This dutiful man was rumored to even been charging the battle surrounded by warhounds. It's a bit underwhelming because he's got a personal common skill increased to 7. Well, I'm not saying it should be a lot more, no. It's just characters tend to keep hunting dogs. At least it'll pass down on you, too, as you remain here. And I hope you're impressed with me, Garibaldi. I never lost a body part, just only wounded. And I shot several bad guys. You don't mess with a Longobardi. You don't mess with an Italian. Especially when it comes to Southern Italians. You just don't mess with them ever. Alright, anything else before we get out of here? You need a domain overseer. You got it. Let's just wait a few months before we get out of here. Thank you, everyone. But what of the others? Have they returned from their journey yet? Because their progress died of infected wound. I'll trust you because you're a loyalist. How long have I been ruling? Since 1122. It feels like it's been an eternity and a half. Let's go with this one for once. Stick around. Oh, you got possessed. You need to go see an exorcist or you're going to make things worse for you. When you become Doge, of course. And you know, there's not a lot of us left, so if you're gonna get married, marry somebody of your age or very close to it. Again, I never thought that at this man's advanced stage he would survive that whole journey. All because he had a handgun that apparently has a trigger on it, which I didn't know Doge Bernard the philosopher actually built that like that. Which is a miracle in itself. Strong genius but absent-minded. She'll do. Married to a Hungarian woman who's had charming. We will end this episode on August 20th, his 72nd birthday. So, we really hope that you people enjoyed this episode. What a great way to severe crackdown. Invest heavily to bribe more people to dispose of stolen products. So I want to guarantee the future operation money and find new markets. Pay what is needed. So we hope you people have enjoyed watching this series during this Christmas week. And before we get out of here, let's play a little bit of flying. Many warriors have gathered in the Great Hall tonight. The dinner's just started and I already feel eager to test my against one of them. So sometimes it's had a good flying. Plenty of candidates known for their crude manners and their sharp tongue for me to choose from. Let me see. Gee, I don't know. Okay, you know what? I will settle nobody less than our best speaker, my own daughter. I stand up and shout Diamond's name to Downing Hall, catching many of the warriors touched. I challenge the flight thing. Now only need to decide what subject would cut leave under her skin. How does it feel to be the black sheep of your dynasty? Because she's proud. Amma points at me with a smirk, saying that there's hardly a warrior more cowardly and feeble than one shrinking between my legs. Huh? You have no idea what you're talking about. We spar for words for a while, but soon Amma's face grows red with rage and embarrassment. Surrounded by the laughter of other warriors, unable to put together my response. My opponent's clearly lost the fighting. Oh, stop being such a child! And now, I am no longer called the Ruthless. I am called the Fox, because I outwit the others, and I outwit them, and I outwit my opponents with my handgun. Yeah. Good education. Plays hard and talks straight. Wow, look at you. You should be a great warrior one day. And we'll see too if we'll make Garibaldi join the Warrior Lodge, which we will find out in the next episode of the Republic of Amalfi, as he will sooner or later recover from his wounds, but eventually the cancer will take him away. But this time I will not send him away to the University of Bologna. He's too valuable. Instead, he's going to remain here and to be tutored here locally. But the real question is, what kind of tutor would I bring? And I'm sure they'll have many good children. Because groom, Ronnie, woo! She's all that. Even though she got her facial features from Bulgarians. Bulgarian-Hungarian descent. Bulgarian-Hungarian, how about that? Anyways. So we really hope you people enjoyed this episode during this Christmas week. So I wish you happy holidays and all that. And then the next week, we will see, unfortunately, the passing of the great Doge Bernard, the Fox, not the Ruthless, because he's become less merciless these days. And maybe one day, Garibaldi will be the man, because one day we will unite all of southern Italy into one entity to ensure the survival of the Langobard culture and spreading it amongst others, and even perhaps introduce the Sicilians to control most of Sicily rather than this part. Dalmatian? Where you come from? Anyways, we hope you people really enjoyed this episode, honestly. So I still got plenty more episodes left in me for this series, as this series will continue on into January of 2022. And of course on February that we will start the Avar series for Crusader Kings 3 as part of the Royal Court DLC. So this series is nowhere near being over for the Republic of Amalfi. It will continue on. But until then, so long for now.